Okay, this is Tom Medlock, and this is sprint number 6. So for sprint number 6, we went ahead and did the collidables. So for the collidables, you can see here, it's pretty much, same thing. Game object inherited, has its commands, yada yada. Go ahead and register, go ahead deregister, and then, it checks to see if there is a command. If not, it makes one. And go ahead over here. You can see that this is a templated object. It is the command, it holds on to the object and also the collidable. The only reason it holds on to the collidable is because I was trying to do instant delete. You can see my attempts here. When it comes time to execute, it goes ahead and does the collidable register. So we go over here. You can see that this is also templated class. It has a collection of collidables. And then also it has the registration, and this is also a singleton. You can see here that it has its functions in the header because it is a template class. It goes ahead and deletes whenever it's done. And then it's all set up for instant delete. I just have to go ahead and plug that in and figure out how to do it. So we also have our collision manager over here. Every scene has a collision manager. So you can see here, there's a collision manager dot process collisions. And what happens is the collision manager goes through its lists and basically executes each of those lists. Where is the process collisions? Here it is. And it basically just goes through and executes each of those commands. So also what we have is the commands, the test commands. So we have the collections. It gets the collections when it's made, and basically it just goes ahead and tests the pairs, and then it also tests self. For self, it sets the iterator to the beginning, sets the iterator to +1 whenever it is, and then just goes ahead and tests that out. So yeah, that's how that works for that. In the demo scene, I have the test collision pair. So if I go ahead and just hit play, you can see that it's going to do space frigate collide with axis. The reason for this is because in my space frigate, wherever that space frigate is, I have functions for collision with the axis, collision with the space frigate, and these are inherited from the base class, the collidable. So it just goes through and it calls this one. Basically, I have it with the axis because I don't have the cottagen yet. But if I go ahead to the demo scene and I go ahead and I put this guy back in here, put this guy back in here, put this guy back in here, and then I go ahead and comment out this, you're going to see that it'll go ahead and say that it's colliding with the space frigate. So the space frigate is going to collide with the space frigate. See, you can see space frigate collision with space frigate. And then I did also the deregistration. So I'm going to go ahead and run it one more time. And then if I press R, it'll stop. But you can see the alarms are actually going to still go off. There should be alarms that are going to, yeah, see. The reason for this is because in the space frigate, I went in here and I made it so that when I press when I press R, it deregisters the collidable so that it no longer registers those collisions or, tests for that collision. So basically, that's pretty much it for this sprint. It's pretty not simple sprint, but it was a sprint. Yeah. So thank you very much. Yeah. See you in class.